Now to the firestorm over free speech. We saw protests outside Disney Studios in Burbank today. Take a look at that. After Disney and ABC indefinitely suspended Jimmy Kimmel for part of his monologue on Monday, specifically about the man accused of killing conservative activist Charlie Kirk. We have team coverage on how the suspension is expected to impact entertainment workers here in Los Angeles. But we begin with NBC4's Conan Nolan and the late night debate happening across the nation. Conan.
That's right. Fundamental to this is whether or not ABC acted on their own, which they have a legal right to do. He was an employee and still is an employee of the network. Or were they coerced into doing this by the federal government? It was a Walk of Fame dedication for network newsman Chris Wallace, overshadowed by the controversy just down the street at the now locked up Jimmy Kimmel Live studio on Hollywood Boulevard. Among those in attendance, former Tonight Show host Jay Leno.
I think Jimmy will land on his feet. He's a talented guy. He's funny. It's a comedian talking. If you don't like it, don't watch it.
The controversy stemmed from this joke during Monday night's monologue on the Jimmy Kimmel Live show taped on Hollywood Boulevard. It regarded not slain political activist Charlie Kirk, but Tyler Robinson, the 22-year-old man accused in Kirk's murder.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it.
The day following the monologue, prosecutors in Utah County, Utah indicated that the killer was not a supporter of President Donald Trump, but rather of the political left, and viewed Charlie Kirk as an enemy of the trans and gay movements. Many, though, expressed concern that Kimmel himself was being unfairly silenced.
For just stating a point of view, that's worrisome.
The First Amendment doesn't protect us in our ability to say anything to anyone. The First Amendment protects us against the government, and that is it.
Jessica Levinson of Loyola Law School says that while ABC was within its rights to punish Kimmel for what he said, it could be a First Amendment violation if they did so as a result of intimidation from the Trump administration.
What we want to be careful is that they're staying within the Communications Act of 1934, and that they are giving and potentially revoking licenses or implementing penalties in a neutral and even-handed way, and not based on the idea that they might not like the content of certain speech.
Indeed, Kimmel's suspension came following comments from Brendan Carr, the new head of the Federal Communications Commission. Carr suggested ABC could lose its broadcast license as a result of Kimmel's comments. Carr today on CNBC said that the FCC's approach to broadcasters has changed since President Trump took office.
We are in the midst of a massive shift in dynamics in the media ecosystem for lots of reasons, again, including the permission structure that President Trump's election has provided. And I would simply say we're not done yet with seeing the consequences of that shift.
Jimmy Kimmel is not a talented person. He had very bad ratings, and they should have fired him a long time ago. So, you can call that free speech or not. He was fired for lack of talent.
That was President Trump today in the United Kingdom. We should point out that hours after the assassination of Charlie Kirk, Jimmy Kimmel sent out a text on X where he said that his family was praying or sent their love to the family of Charlie Kirk. He called his assassination horrific and monstrous. We also want to make clear that there's no indication that Kimmel has been fired or that the show has been canceled. This remains an indefinite suspension. I'm Conan Nolan, NBC4 News.
All right, Conan, thank you very much for that. Meantime, social media is buzzing today with the word cancellation, the possibility that Jimmy Kimmel Live could be taken off the air for good. His program was the last of the network late-night talk shows actually produced here in L.A. NBC4's Gordon Tsukumatsu joins us live from Hollywood Boulevard. Gordon, with all of this going on, there's also an economic impact that will be felt here.
Yeah, that is definitely clear, Annabelle. To be clear, as Conan just mentioned, neither Jimmy Kimmel nor Disney have confirmed whether or not the show is going to be canceled. But if it is, eventually, it will have repercussions that could be enormous here in Hollywood.
This is just another hit for Los Angeles.
Patrick Caliguri's Instagram page, producer.patrick, tracks runaway production in Hollywood. He says that if Jimmy Kimmel Live goes away, it's a devastating blow.
Everybody from production assistants to to staff writers, to obviously the people that work the stage.
And those are just the core staff, which could number a couple of dozen or so. There are likely dozens, if not hundreds more, who work on the show on both a full and part-time basis. Then you can add vendors and merchants outside the facility here on Hollywood Boulevard.
This affects everybody from caterers, it affects everybody from dry cleaning, all the businesses that are actually associated with a show.
Caligari's been sounding the alarm about runaway production in Hollywood for years, with major sound stages going silent for months at a time, and some workers moving away or getting out of the business altogether. Just a couple of years ago, James Corden's late-night talk show on CBS closed down as well. Now that he's gone, Kimmel's program was the only one still produced here in L.A. But there is hope, Caligari says.
Guillermo, do you know how many subscribers we have on YouTube now?
20 million.
That's right.
Kimmel, Colbert, and other comedians or late-night hosts may resurface on non-linear platforms. Even his YouTube clips now often end with him mentioning that he has more than 20 million subscribers there.
If it's not necessarily Google or YouTube, but you could create your own website on the internet.
The question is, how many of his staff would he take with him to work on such a show? And then, would it still be produced here in Hollywood or not?
Kimmel is known for employing his close friends and members of his family. So Aunt Chippy, Cousin Sal, Cousin Mickey, even Guillermo, a lot of the fans are wondering if he would take them with him to another platform. Live in Hollywood, Gordon Togumatsu, NBC4 News.
Gordon, thank you so much for that. And we're going to stay on this story throughout the afternoon on NBC4 and the NBC LA app. You can go there now to watch and read more reaction from Kimmel supporters and critics.